Pirates and Parrots, Shipbuilding, How to Build Pirate Ships, Walnut Size and Milk Carton Size. Welcome to Pirates and Parrots. If you're going to be a pirate, you need a pirate ship. Today, this not be Captain's cabin. Today, this be Captain's shipyard. To build a pirate ship, you'll be needing tools, shipbuilding tools, such as a hammer and saw. But since our pirate ships be a bit smaller, our tools be smaller. This be our hammer and nails and our saw. Now you young swabs might not have your own tools like these, but don't fret. Pirate captains don't build ships. They either take other people's ships or have the shipbuilders or carpenters build their ships for them. Which is just why you be needing to enlist your mum, pa, caregiver, aunt, uncle, grandfather, grandmother to be your shipwright. And I bet me sea anchor that the aforementioned would have some or all these tools. The two of you will have a wonderful time building your pirate ships. And as captain, you be the boss. To build a pirate ship, you do be needing to do some planning, or you may find that your pirate ship is going down to Davy Jones' locker. There may be information about building pirate ships in many of the books in our library. We pulled 2 books for you that might be helping you, and you may find these in your own library. Piratology, a guidebook and model set, and Pirate Diary, the journal of Jake Carpenter. In picking the books to help us here today, after picking these 2, of many of the books in my library, I see that both books are published by Candlewick Press. I like that publisher's name. Candlewick, as in reading late at night by candlelight. The first book is Piratology, Guidebook and Model Set. In it there is included the book, Guide to Life on Board a Pirate Ship. As the front title informs, there is also a wonderful cardboard model pirate ship. While it is a wonderful display model, it's not a pirate ship that you can sail in a creek or pond, as the 2 ships we will look at today can be sailed. The reason I picked this book is because in just a couple of pages, it shows that there is not just one kind of pirate ship. This book shows 8 examples and types of pirate ships. Now listen up, pirates. While I highly recommend books, I'd wager that most any book you pick up has some kind of error in it, a mistake. I'll make you a deal. The first 3 young pirates who send me a private text on our Facebook page, Pirates and Parrots, or through your librarian, I'll send you 2 pirate coins if you can tell me the major error on page 5. The first 3 swabs to find the major error will get 2 coins. Each of the 2 coins are different, each with its own tale. A tale that I be sharing with you first. So here on page 5, there is a major error. What is it? Text us direct message on Facebook or through your librarian and see if you be the first to find the correction needed. I see my copy is a 2007, a first edition. Perhaps they corrected the major error in later editions. Also note to me which edition you looked in. On page 8 and 9 is the ship's plans you'll be needing to build your pirate ship. This is a fine draftsman's drawing of a typical pirate ship. The cutaway view will help you feel what it would be like to live aboard a pirate ship. If you happen to have a magnifying glass in your household, or purchase one easily and affordably found in pharmacies, you might find it fun to explore the pirate ship drawing. And while doing so, learn how to find your way around ship. While doing so, imagine how you'd quickly go from one location to another because another ship had been sighted and the captain called, "All hands on deck!" The second book I recommend for shipbuilding project is Pirate Diary, the Journal of Jake Carpenter, by Richard Platt, illustrated by Chris Riddle, 1971. My copy is also a first edition, published by Candlewick Press. On the title page we see Jake. Turn the page and we are introduced to our ship's carpenter, Adam. On page 13 we see Jake and Adam and many of their carpenter tools. Saws, adze, drills. Page 8 and 9 we'll find the design of our milk carton pirate ship. This be the plans we will work from. Notice, this ship has 2 masts, a captain's cabin, and an important feature, a rudder, and the ship's tiller. Now, many Hollywood movies show pirate ships steered by a ship's wheel, not an authentic method of steering. If you take me sailing class, you'd be sailing our small boats exactly like Captain Kidd did, as Blackbeard did, and as Aunt Bonny and Mary Read did, with a tiller. A tiller is simple and therefore easy to maintain. A tiller is simply a lever attached to the top of the rudder. The rudder has 2 hinge pin-like items called pintles. It swings like a door. So that pirate, Disney, was all wrong in the movies. Beginning with Walt's version of Treasure Island, that ship had a ship's wheel. And all the Pirates of the Caribbean with all the ship's wheels in those fun movies. So anytime you see a pirate ship's wheel, you be part of the pirate brethren, and you will know the falsehood there. You can always test someone trying to pass themselves off as a true pirate. Ask them this trick question. What kind of wheel did Blackbeard have? The answer to this trick question is that Blackbeard didn't have a wheel. He steered his ships with a tiller or a whipstaff like all the pirates of the golden age of piracy. Our milk carton pirate ship will also have 2 masts, just as written in the book Treasure Island, not 3-masted ships. One of Blackbeard's ships did have 3 masts, the Queen Anne's Revenge.
But Blackbeard soon sank that ship.
Here then are the tools you'll be needing. First, the tools you must have, then some suggested optional tools to make construction easier. For a saw, you'll be needing an X-Acto knife. I strongly suggest a long pointed blade. This will work more like a saw on your milk carton hull. You can buy these from box stores like Walmart or at most hardware stores, sometimes called a craft knife, X-Acto knife. You need to be able to measure things. Every carpenter has many tools, and every carpenter has a few favorite special tools. This is one of mine. This is a folding yardstick. You see, it folds down to 9-inch sections. This is a special tool to me because it comes from Sweden, where my mother's family are from, some of those Viking ancestors. And a special tool because this was given to me by my late father-in-law. He was a master carpenter. In fact, my map chest here was made special for me by my late father-in-law, Garnet Price. So both this folding yardstick and my map chest are, of course, special to me.
A strong kitchen scissors is good to shape the bow of your pirate ship. I borrowed my wife's cuticle scissors. Are handy for making small curved cuts, such as cutting the sails for the walnut ship and for cutting the flag on the milk carton ship. Your hammer and nails for building your pirate ships is a hot glue gun. One of the extra tools that is extra handy is a single hole punch. This is great for punching out the holes for your cannons. Now that you have all your tools, it's just a matter of measuring down and cutting. Measure down 1.5 inch and put tape and measure from the back and cut as shown, and then you cut along the back edge. This will remove this piece, and you're going to use this piece as the gun deck. So lift it out and save it. Now use that also as a template on the other side. Mask it off, draw the lines, and then use your X-Acto knife saw to cut out that piece. Save that piece also, because that will be the poop deck. Now I made a mistake in gluing my gun deck in. So there you see how I did it wrong, because I did not recess the gun deck far enough to allow me to use a single hole punch to make portholes for the cannons to come through. The one side will sit low enough because it will be determined by the excess that's been cut away. So shove it down there, glue it, with hot glue, and then be sure to recess the opposite side the equal amount so that you'll be able to punch holes for the cannons to poke through. This is the side that was not recessed low enough, and so it shows the cannons at their improper place. The rudder I made from a scrap piece of pie tin from the kitchen. I cut out a piece and folded it in half. Then the one edge I just hot glue down the stern. Notice in this view the ship is sitting on a block of wood. It would be best to have the rudder project below the hull of the ship. This will help make the ship go straight through the water. I used a barbecue skewer for the tiller. The tiller is just glued to the top of the rudder with a hole cut through with my X-Acto knife saw to allow it to pass through to the steering helmsman. Since the rudder is aluminum, you can adjust the course of your ship by simply twisting the tiller port to starboard. I made my main mast from 3 soda straws for the lower mast and a single soda straw for the upper mast. You could use barbecue skewers or wooden dowels, whatever you like. Now that you're a part of the crew of Pirates and Parrots, I hope you'll use our Pirates and Parrot flag. You'll find it on our Facebook page, Pirates and Parrots. There you can cut it out with your scissors, glue it to a toothpick, and simply slide the toothpick into the top of the soda straw, or glue it to your mast however you like. Before we get to building the Walnut pirate ship, let me show you what those quackers did this morning. And we came down here and saw what the quackers had done. Now you recall the poop deck on a ship is the back end, where the people stand, where the helmsman is. But look what we found. And we come down here and see what the quackers had done. And it'd be one thing to have leave their feathers there, but they done pooped on the wrong deck. The poop decks be on the back deck. Ah, you quackers. Gotta clean this up. Every sailor knows how to swab a deck. Ducks not be smart as paint. You didn't even bring me any eggs this morning. Shipbuilding for the Walnut ship. The first pirate ship was a walnut ship. I was sailing these when I was a young swab, sailing them on the creeks and streams where I lived. I learned how to build a walnut ship by reading an article on a book when I was a young swab. To make a walnut ship, first thing you have to have is a walnut half. This can be a challenging thing to find. Come to our Facebook page to get ideas of where to get your English walnut shell. The first thing to cut for your pirate ship is the spars. Spars are poles that extend the sails. From left to right here, first spar is the bowsprit, then the foremast, then the main mast or aft mast. Extending from those are the gaff at the top and the boom at the bottom. Viewed from the bow, you can also see the yard arms on the foremast and the aft mast, or mizzen mast. Some of you have probably heard about being hung from the highest yard arm. To secure the mast, simply put a drop of hot glue at the base of each mast and put it in as shown here. Hold it for a moment for the hot glue to cool. And now you're ready to lay the decking. The decking, you use the square or flat toothpicks. Simply lay a bead of hot glue along the edge of the walnut shell, and you'll see here why this task is done by an adult. In case it's dropped, no one to blame. Then one by one, lay each of the deckings fore to aft. If the hot glue starts getting cool, you can always add more or simply heat up the dab with the tip of the hot glue gun. Once you have the first plank in place, the additional planks will add on quickly. Once you've completed one side, turn it around and do the decking on the other side. Now turn your ship upside down and using a strong scissors, trim away the excess overhang. Don't use a high sharpened fabric scissors for this, but you need a scissors that does have a tight jaws on it and not sloppy scissor action. In cutting away the overhang, use kind of a sawing action with your scissors. From here, I know your shipwrights be all smart as paint. You can finish off the rigging of your pirate ship. There'll be one final thing we need to add to the ship. We need to correct its ballast. A ship will roll over in the ocean if it doesn't have enough ballast in it. On the old sailing ships, the ballast was a combination of the cargo, but often river stones and ballast stones were added. So for your ship, recommend using a screw simply hot glued on to the bottom, like this. I'm using a 1-inch wood screw, must be about a number 8. The exact size of the screw may depend on the size of your walnut, so you need to make a float test afterwards. Simply drop it in the water and see if it floats first. Then also, you need to find out if it will right itself, because a properly ballasted ship will right itself even when laid on its side or upside down. We hope you'll take pictures of your pirate ships on your local ponds and streams and share them with us on Facebook. The question you have to ask yourselves is, how much detail do you want on your pirate ships? We built a fine pirate ship today, complete with 2 masts and a bowsprit. Added a keel to make her nice and stable. Went out in your streams. The pirate ship I built. I also add gun walls. And on our milk carton pirate ship, we added gun ports, windows for the captain, a side and a stern. Do you want to add more details to your pirate ships? Well, that can lead to a lifetime of building ship models. How's that for a ship in a bottle? Just a little more detail, eh? I know you're asking, did you build that? Nay, friends, I did not build this model, but look at the detail there. I bought this at an estate sale. This is the model built plank by plank. It was built from a kit, but some modelers will cut each one of their own planks. Do you recognize what ship this is? This be Columbus's ship, the Santa Maria, or what we think it looks like. I walked the decks of replicas of Columbus ships twice. First on the Mississippi, there on above deck and below deck. See there, Columbus also sailed with a tiller, not a wheel. And then again in Corpus Christi, we got to sail in the wake of the Columbus's ships. Quite an experience.
So you like the life of a pirate? Our next log be a bit different. A picture book like story, but this story be only pictures. Pictures and music. This be like a ship in a bottle. Some 40 mackerel stories of young swabs and their pirate and sailing adventures, starting with me own young years, the nose of some young girls, and then me daughters, and well, you have to see for yourselves.